We're on tour right now in Japan, and it's our day off, and we are headed to Ishinomaki, which is a couple hours outside of Sendai, to meet with Save the Children. Through a number of different projects, including the Secret Show for Japan, Music for Relief, and the fans raised over $500,000 US. That money went to Save the Children to help kids who were affected by the earthquake and tsunami in Japan. Today we're going to be visiting some schools and seeing the kids who are going to benefit from your donations.
There used to be houses everywhere.
So in between all these houses there were other houses?
Yes, some of the houses you see are just the ones that have survived.
The average that we mentioned in our report is 10 meters high, but actually as we're traveling through, we've gotten reports that it was as higher up to the 3rd and the 4th floor, depending on where you were. And as we drove through, we were seeing watermarks in this area much, much higher than 10 meters.
The trees over there, like far out, it was supposed to stop all the disaster or tsunami, but the wave came all the way up to this highway.
So what's happening to all of this?
Unbelievable. Check out how this house has been like put up on the curb.
I'm Whitney with Music for Relief, and we're visiting Ishinomaki City with Save the Children. The ocean is about a quarter of a mile that way, and we're looking at what used to be a residential area, and homes were either completely destroyed or washed away or moved off their foundation. 6 months later, the rubble is being moved and consolidated, but there's still so much work to be done.
この後こういうふうにかぶった後に避難というふうになります。
So we just visited a couple classrooms here at the elementary school we're visiting. The children demonstrated to us part of an evacuation plan in case of an emergency like an earthquake or tsunami. And one of the things that Save the Children has provided for the kids here are these red hoods. Now these act as cushions for the back of the seats, but they also are good for protecting the children's heads. They're fireproof so that they can evacuate a burning building, for example, and protect their heads. They also have an area for identification with telephone number and stuff like that. In addition to these, kids have also received backpacks with like paper and all the things they need for class. I'll show you how to use the hood. Are you guys ready? Mine kind of smells funny. So that's an extra added bonus.
This actually is the gym, and it was used as an evacuation center for not only some students but for some families evacuating from the region to the school. And actually they told us up until 2 weeks ago people were still living here. And they're just now in the process of fixing it up, obviously reflooring it and getting it back to being a gymnasium for the school.
Some of the money that you guys donated goes to things like this, the backpack for the students, a first aid kit, and an evacuation set. This flashlight is
This is actually a flashlight, radio, and then it's actually solar, and then I think it's a motor.
and you can, yeah, look at that.
It was a really great experience to see how enthusiastic they all were to show us how to use the hoods. And then they gave us a nice thank you, which was really, really nice and very cute. 1, 2, 3. That's fun.
One thing that Save the Children really believes in is healing through arts. So we do a lot of different programming in different countries and different contexts on this. But here, one local program that we're doing is sponsoring a drum cafe. So it's kind of this cool local organization that comes into schools and teaches drum lessons, and it's just a nice activity for these students to have.
finished our adventure here at the high school. It was a really fun experience. We got to hang out with a bunch of kids and join their drum cafe class. Apparently today was the first time they'd all done it, so that was a lot of fun. It's really great to see all their happy, smiling faces, especially considering that 6 months ago this area was so devastated. The school was safe, but the surrounding areas were really hit hard. There's 600 students here at this school. 200 of them had lost their homes. A big number of those people experienced very traumatic loss, so it was really great to see them all smiling. I don't know, today's been a very moving day. I'm just glad that we came out here and did something, and it puts things in perspective. To come from Tokyo, where things kind of seem normal, to coming down here to seeing, the mountains of debris amidst, this city that's been so devastated, and these kids are amazing, so it's a really good time.
From the t-shirts for Japan to the Download to Donate campaign to the Secret Show for Japan, you guys have been very generous, and we were happy to be able to be messengers of those tidings of support and well wishes to the people of Japan today. If you guys want to continue to support and find out what's going on in Japan, you can always do that at musicforrelief.org. ありがとうございます。